See, so look, I happen to be streaming on Twitch right now, and it looks like Twitch is going by. It's going bye because Moon's Critical says so. So follow the YouTube or subscribe or any of that.
I couldn't think of a great title for this video, so it ended up sounding a little more intense than I planned
Uh-oh.
for it to be, but make no mistake, it's still going to be a high-octane video that's going to blow your hair back. I am saying goodbye to Twitch,
Oh,
but
he
not
is.
fully in the way that you think. It's not like a funeral service for the Moist Critical Twitch channel. That would be the saddest way of going out ever, because the last broadcast on there is from last night, and it is some of the most despicably trash Warlock gameplay Dark and Darker has ever seen. Having that cursed footage be the last thing broadcast on my Twitch channel before retiring it would be more embarrassing than if my dick pics leaked. So,
Really?
pop a squat by the fireplace and let me explain. My Twitch contract has been terminated amicably between myself and Twitch, and a huge thanks to Twitch for being so willing to do that, because I did still have a lot of time remaining on my Twitch contract, but I wanted to be able to have flexibility to stream elsewhere, and Twitch fully understood and gave me that firm pat on the ass and said, "You go get 'em, champ." So, I am no longer exclusive with Twitch.
Okay.
Now, this isn't me announcing that I've signed somewhere else with like a contract. This isn't like a LeBron James The Decision moment where I'm coming up here and saying, I'm taking my talent, well, for me, I'm taking my lack of talent to Mixer. It's nothing like that. This is just simply me saying Twitch was nice enough to turn our contract into toilet paper, which is what I wanted, because I really like the idea of not being forced into one place. I'd like to be able to spread my fucking butterfly wings and be able to try different things on different platforms. So it means a lot that Twitch was willing to, terminate that contract, because under that contract, I couldn't. But now the dog's off the leash. I could rip my shirt off, twirl it over my head like a helicopter blade, and start streaming on Facebook if I wanted to. If I was a crazy person. I'm not doing that. Never happening. But I could, is the point. Now, one thing that I've been pretty vocal about is I do think streaming contracts are a great thing, not only for streamers, but for the audience as well. Because I really do like the idea that you can just watch streams for free. You never need to turn on donations. You never need anyone to pay with subs or anything like that. There'd be no expectation or some feeling of obligation to pay for the streaming content you're watching, because you'd know the streamer is getting some kind of hourly rate or some kind of contract with the platform they're on. I just think that's fucking fantastic and should be the future, because me streaming a game shouldn't be something that's paywalled or inundated with ads out the wazoo. It should be something you could just flip on, completely free to watch, and have nothing else to do but kick back and have fun. Streamers not having to rely on donations, I think, is just a great win-win across the board, because unfortunately, there are times where someone gives more money than they should to someone that is financially far better off than they are, and it's just an
I'm not, so feel free to donate. But actually, I never got my donate shit down.
Unfortunate circumstance of the streaming landscape that I think could be improved if contracts are more normalized in the streaming space. And this is going to sound a little weird because I just terminated my Twitch contract, yet I'm talking about how good contracts can be for streaming. So this is where I'm just going to be totally open and honest. All the money I make from streaming goes into our esports organization, Moist Esports. And if you know anything about esports, you'd know it's an absolute bonfire for money. It is actually just flushing money down a toilet forever without ever seeing any return. It's why so many of these orgs go completely defunct. It is just bleeding money until there is nothing left to bleed, and then it's tears. That's just the landscape of esports, but we're in esports because we're passionate about it. I fucking love the esports scene. I really do. So all the money I've made over the last 2 years from streaming has all gone into Moist Esports, and that will continue to be the case going forward. And with the Twitch contract, if you ask anyone who's currently under Twitch contracts, you'll know, they'll tell you, it is the lowest possible offer across any of the other streaming platforms that have ever offered contracts.
True.
It's about a tenth of what the rest of the industry was offering streamers. Now, I'm pretty sure Twitch put the kibosh on offering contracts in general, but when they were, it was a pretty large ask from the streamer in terms of hours broadcast per month, as well as ad density. There was always an ad expectation. Of course, there was wiggle room in terms of how many ads you'd play per hour, but there was always that expectation, which, as I've said many times, I think is not conducive to a good viewer experience because of how poorly ads are implemented on the platform. I think the ads are way too intrusive, and there's a lot of room for improvement there. So the contract was very strict, and the payment from the contract was not
Very
enough
low.
to even cover a single one of the Moist Esports teams. So we
Damn.
all just kind of felt like this contract isn't really doing anything except making the streams worse because of having to pump ads into them. And it just didn't make sense anymore. And we wanted to try new content, but we couldn't really get excited about Twitch as a platform because not only that, the platform's kind of been making some horrible decisions over the last
Yeah.
couple years. I do think they're starting to get a little bit better. Like I think they're starting to get it a bit more, but not much. Like I'm hoping they'll correct course here and steer the ship a bit better, but it's just been hard to get passionate about Twitch. And I'm sure a lot of other streamers have felt the same way. I've seen quite a few of them say similar things. But again, the primary motivation has just been that flexibility, not being locked down by the Twitch contract, which had the very strict exclusivity clause where you couldn't stream anywhere else. And I don't think there would have ever been an exception where they'd let us stream elsewhere. And it's something I've wanted to do different type of content in different places. Most notably, like YouTube streaming, I think would be a very fun place to try some of our newer, bigger projects on, as opposed to being forced to do them on Twitch. Which is nice because I've been wanting to try different things on YouTube streaming in particular. I know that's not the most shocking platform switch ever, considering I actively post videos on this platform already, but I really feel like the streaming side of here is just a totally different beast. And if we have any octogenarians in the audience right now, many of you might remember that I actually did used to stream on YouTube back in 2017. I streamed on here for about a year, and then in 2018 I made the switch back to Twitch, and I've been exclusive on there since 2018. That platform's always been my home for streaming, and it brings a tear to my eye thinking back on it. Not many people know this. This is deep cut Charles lore here, but I used to stream on Twitch way before it was Twitch. Back in 2010, I was an active streamer on Justin TV, which would eventually become Twitch. And boy howdy, let me tell you, with my hand on a stack of Bibles, the streams I did on Justin TV should never be unearthed. They were rancid looking. They are unwatchably hard to digest what is even happening on screen. The shit I was broadcasting looked like a Sasquatch photo. It was extremely blurry. It looked like you were trying to remember a dream. It was the lowest possible bitrate, the lowest possible FPS. The audio was incomprehensible. It sounded like 3 walkie-talkies underwater while torpedoes were blowing up around them. It was terrible. It looked like something out of The Ring. I bet everyone that
See, bro, I can never tell how good my stream is because I can only see it from my dashboard. So somebody please let me know if it's at least good quality.
Accidentally tuned into one of my Justin TV streams, thought they were going to die in 7 days. And I used to stream fucking horrific World at War Zombies gameplay. Let me show you one of the surviving archives of a clip from it.
Shit, I'm the last one.
Damn,
Critical.
bro,
We can
lagging.
do it. Oh, shit. Shit. 2 seconds.
You can't even tell what bro doing.
No! Ah! Ah!
Why
Split
bro
the
making
defense.
random grunting sounds in
Split
the
the
back?
defense. Hustle play. Hold on, I gotta talk on the mic to just hear this. Who's spraying fire?
Yo, watching that is I can see what he meant, bro. I really hope my stream isn't like that, bro. Please, somebody tell me if it's like that. I wouldn't be able to do anything, but I would just like to know.
On me. Oh Jesus! I just took on the world zombies population, and that one almost took me out.
That, my friends, is the old glory days of streaming, the golden era. That's what it used to look like back in ancient times. I'm actually at the point where I feel like the grandpa from Rugrats, Lou Pickles, where he'd tell a story like, we had to hike 15 miles up a hill in the snow just in order to get a single fucking thing of smelling salts. Like, that's how I feel. That's how we used to broadcast our streams on Justin TV. Well, I guess not everyone. Angry Video Game Nerd back then used to have a 24/7 Justin TV stream going on, and it was pretty good quality. But a lot of us were streaming like that. So, I'm getting a bit off track. Just going down memory lane with Twitch. I have been on there for a very long time. I did take a break in 2011, but I've always considered Twitch my home for streaming. So, I don't plan on leaving home. Think of this as we're no longer married. Now we're just friends with benefits, I guess.
Having a lot of good quality sleep is crucial to feeling good. The better the sleep...
Would that be a downgrade or an upgrade? I don't know.
I guess.
Depends.
We're not monogamous. I do still plan on streaming on Twitch. and I think I always will. But I will also be streaming elsewhere too, most notably YouTube. I'm gonna do my first YouTube stream tonight, probably around like 9:30 EST. Actually, probably closer to 10 p.m. EST because I still need to eat dinner. So let's just say around 10 p.m. EST tonight, I'll go live on YouTube. And what I eventually want to do is be able to do different content on different platforms for streaming. So, for example, the Moist Wrestling League, we have our next taping next week. I do eventually want to take the Moist Wrestling League live, and I would love to be able to do it live on YouTube because I think it would just go so fucking hard on YouTube. I like a lot of the features YouTube has over Twitch.
Really?
The ability to
What
just
features?
go back in a stream, just rewind it like
right.
native in the player, I think is great.
That's true.
I think the chat functionality is so fucking primitive, it is weak right now. Ludwig has Truffle to help with that, but the actual built-in YouTube streaming chat is trash and it needs a complete overhaul. But I really do just love the idea of being able to do different projects in different places. Another thing is Dungeons and Dragons. We're going to be doing our own Dungeons and Dragons show, not like in an official capacity partnership with Wizards or anything. It's just our own silly campaign that we're putting a lot of resources into to make like really high quality because we've been obsessed with Critical Role in Dimension 20 recently and we just thought it'd be so fun to have our own wacky D&D adventure show that we would love to take live. And I think YouTube would be another great streaming platform for that content. But that's long term. Right now, there's not going to be a huge difference in content between YouTube streams and Twitch streams. Like tonight, I plan on speedrunning. I don't know if I'm going to try learning the Gollum speedrun or the Jedi Survivor speedrun. The Jedi Survivor speedrun looks super hype, and I think it'd be a fun one to learn. But I also love the idea of speedrunning Gollum, the worst game of the year so far. So we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of like the overall big plan, big picture now with no longer being exclusive to Twitch. I will, of course, still be streaming on Twitch. Like, I'll probably do more Dark and Darker on Twitch, tomorrow. Or maybe I'll do Dark and Darker tomorrow on YouTube as well. Like, that's the fun of it. I now have the flexibility to choose which platform I go live on, and eventually I would love to be able to have different content live in different places. So I just wanted to talk about this a little bit and also say a big thank you to Twitch for even letting me do this because, like I said, I did still have a lot of time left on that contract, but we came to an amicable decision to just say, hey, it's all good. So that's super nice of them, and yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to do some wacky stuff. Just wanted to talk about all this. That's about it. So yeah.
Damn, I thought Twitch was going down or something, and I had to hop ships. Guess not. Like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day and night. Empire. What game is this?
All right, so you want?
Yes. Yeah, Rainbow Six. Yeah. Either way, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day and night. Empire.